Hi there and welcome to the fashion promotion webinar. Apologies for the late start. So just going straight into the next few slides. I just want to talk about the content of our degree at Ravensbourne. Which one? And I want to talk about how the degree is structured and what to expect if you come to study with us. So first, let me introduce ourselves. So I'm on the right, I'm Chantal Morton. My background is in retail and I work alongside museums in London like the Design Museum and Somerset House. And I also have an MA in creative thinking. Our course leader is Gemma on the left. Her background is really extensive in magazine publications and styling. Amy at the bottom is Burberry and she is our digital queen. She is brilliant at anything to do with digital technology, app design, CAD, and web structure. And then Teresa Havas is a brand and marketing PR expert in both fashion and beauty lifestyle. So the next slide, I just want to read this through what our kind of course aims are and what our philosophy is, because fashion promotion is quite a broad subject. So our course seeks to explore the full potential of creative media and the techniques through which fashion is conveyed. It introduces concepts of branding, fashion visualization, fashion writing, graphics, art direction, advertising and promotion through emerging media, and I think that's a really key kind of word here. It aims to produce students who are market aware, entrepreneurial, digitally adept and industry ready for the breadth of careers within fashion, and that's really important. The kind of bottom line there that says industry ready is really key. Right from the word go, you will be industry, we want you to be industry ready. So the course features concept development, illustration, imaging, styling, photography, filmmaking, collaboration. I'll mention that so much throughout this presentation. CAD lessons with the complete Adobe suite. We'll ask you to consider consumer profiling, forecasting, marketing, branding, fashion writing, editorial, blogging, publication. And a really important part of year 2 is around about a 9-week work placement. So let me talk you through each year. Year 1, let me just go back. Year 1, this is the kind of breakdown of the project. So fashion, retail and public relations, and then mapping the fashion promotion profession. You do that in the first semester. So we are really already asking you to position yourself as an intern and as a professional, how you look, how you sound, visually, not as in your person, but your online presence. The second semester, we do a project called Graphic Communication and Digital Fashion Content, which I'll talk about in a second. And then your third semester here, you are then continuing on with that the digital fashion content, and you're working on contextual studies. So I'm hoping that I can get this to work, that it will talk you through a student blog, which I'm hoping, maybe I can't because it's a PDF. So sadly, I won't be able to show you the film of this part, but this is a blog, a student blog that we want you to do. You may already be a blogger, but we want you to start a new one with your new life at fashion promotion degree course at Ravensbourne. And these blogs really start you to kind of write about quite exciting and often challenging subjects. So it might be issues within the fashion industry, body dysmorphia. We have some really lively debates talking about subjects that perhaps you wouldn't normally talk about at your previous place of education. And we want you to develop your writing skills and your confidence to be able to tackle such kind of controversial subjects and imagery. We also work collaboratively, there's that word again, with students within the university. That's one of our USPs. This one is a particular one where we've asked our FE students, foundation students, to come and work for one day, just to see what it's like to be on a first year in our degree course. This was a really great project that we've done with our first years, which was a zine project, again being quite raw and quite entrepreneurial. And we actually, at the end of this project, asked each student, we gave each student £1. So there was £52. That tells you how many students there were on the course in the first year. And they had to go and promote and host a Zine Fair, which they did. And actually the venue that they got didn't charge them anything, so they spent £51 on putting up posters and actually buying lots of sweets for the event. So they were really exciting, kind of hosting this event in Peckham. This next thing, again, I don't think I can show it you as a film. My apologies for this with the technical issues, but have a look on our website, because all of these things are on our website, and look on our fashion promotion Instagram account, because all these things are on there, so you'll be able to kind of, the things that I can't show you, you'll be able to see these. But this was an afternoon for the first years working out how to make a GIF for a brand which they chose Weekday, and I'm frustrated that I can't show you this as a visual. Off the back of this is one of our students, Nuria, who actually has launched her own zine. Although it's very glossy and very fabulous, it's not as raw as the ones that I've just showed you. And do look her up. Her zine is called Peaches, and she's about to work on issue 3. So some good stuff literally out of the first year, where we're throwing lots of skills at you for you to work out where you then can see yourself going into year 2. So year 2, creative marketing, planning for placement, that all important work placement, then a creative collaboration brief, and dissertation for preparation for dissertation. So this first one is creative marketing unit. We ask you to choose a brand of your choice and to really analyze what's going on with consumer profiling. You can see we're using lots of stats here to kind of back up your work. A film that we did, sadly I can't show you, but again, look up the Instagram account and look up Pixel London. It's a creative collaboration unit that we've just done. Last year was with Somerset House, and this year we literally just launched it last week with a partner called Hunter Collective. Please look these people up. Look up pixellondon.co.uk and you can look at the immense website that the year 2s have just built literally in the last 8 weeks. I'm very proud of them. So that all-important placement is really crucial in year 2, and that is the building blocks to then where you're going to be going on to your kind of future career for year 3. Again, this is, you need to have a look at this. I can't access it. It's Google SketchUp, which is a software that all of our year 3 are trained to use, and all year 3 have to submit a stand design for Graduate Fashion Week. So even though you might not want to use this skill in the future, you have it. And I think, again, that's quite a lot of Ravensbourne's USP in terms of like trying to get you, again, industry ready and to have as many skill sets into your portfolio. Another part of year 3 is the personal branded pack. This again is trying to get you ready for industry, how you look, what your strategy is for the last 5 months at Ravensbourne in year 3, and then more importantly what your next 5 months are going to look like once you've graduated. This is just a couple of examples of year 3 work. This is the work of Charlotte Atkinson, who showed at a really brilliant collaboration project that we did in February, which was called Transitions 2. Again, really heavily attended by industry, and was a really great example and a great time for her to showcase her early ideas for a final major project. And if you look at the bottom, it says about her idea was bringing together a campaign that was really bringing, again, like youth culture, particularly around skateboarding. Another example, James Healy is a really brilliant graphics student. So you can see his work is really polished, it's really stylized, it's perfect for his brand, which he was looking at doing an eyewear rebrand. We get really great people coming in. I think, again, another USP of Ravensbourne is that we have fantastic guest lecturers come in, not just the tutors who are here. This was an actual lawyer coming in talking to year 3 about intellectual property right and how to protect your ideas from being stolen, particularly around your final year where you're coming up with some really great marketing and branding ideas and creative ideas, and you need to know how to protect yourself once you've left. This is Graduate Fashion Week 2018, so literally just last week, and we were nominated for 3 different awards this year, and we had runners-up, the one on the left, which was Megan. She had was runner-up for the Boohoo Social Media Award, and we're really proud to say that Rosa was actually the winner of the Creative Conscience Digital Technology Award, and I've just seen her actually in level 4, and she's already started working for Creative Conscience and has got a 2-month paid internship, which is fantastic, off the back of her competition. So we're really proud of her. So what other added things do you get on our course? Lots and lots of brilliant things. I think this is quite unique to be offered this, but we offer a laptop bursary fund, and as a university we give you the entire Adobe Creative Suite, which is actually worth, if you used all of them, about £5,000. So the software that you'll be using for fashion promotion will be things like InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator, and they're yours for your entire duration of your degree while you're here. This is really key for our students. We subscribe to some really important resources that are industry standard. So you may know some of them on this screen here, but things like Mintel, Fashion Beauty Monitor, and LSN Global are used by industry, and edited as well on the bottom left, are used by industry, and these resources are vital to our students to really enrich their research and their statistics and their understanding of what the future and the kind of ethnographical viewpoint and the landscape is going to look like for the next few years. We have a brilliant central loans resource, and in fact our second years really dived into there last week when we had our launch event of the Pixel project in year 2, and we're hiring out all cameras and sound equipment for the event that they were putting on, and this is all for you to use. This is all, you just log in and get what you need to use for film editing. We have a brilliant materials library in our library. The library is really a brilliant resource that we tap into the whole time. We have workshops down there. The staff are amazing, and if we want something, they'll help us find it and help you find it. And we have fantastic guest lectures. We run a series of events called Rave Lates, and we had the wonderful Martin Parr. And last year we had Harris Elliot. If you don't know who he is, if you don't know who either of them are, you should know who they are, look them up. And these are an amazing kind of insight into professionals that come and give a talk of an evening. Then we have a networking event afterwards, and they're just a brilliant addition to your education. As is then the Rave Factory, which are free courses. We've just put a few things up there on the left, but if you want to top up on your InDesign skills or your digital skills, if you want to go to a networking event, if you want to know how to kind of brand yourself, these events are free and are for you to tap into. Now, the thing that I just want to talk about now is the coloured lanyards that we have within Ravensbourne. So we are an unusual university in that there aren't many walls, there aren't many departments, so it's all really open plan, and our students collaborate with other students all the time, and you can identify who everyone is by their coloured lanyard. So this is really, really important for you to kind of work out how you can collaborate with other students within Ravensbourne. So if you need a camera person or a sound editor, you can find out where you can go and meet them. And also the Connect Awards that we do are really fantastic. Again, great industry partners that really love working with Ravensbourne come in, and you can pitch and try and get some work with them. So what do you need to apply? Well, this one is kind of interesting because if you look at number 8, it says you do not need a portfolio. We put that because we do get some students who have studied maybe more academic A-levels and less creative ones. So we look at all students, we interview all applicants that come. This is really important. This is really important to you, and it's important to us because we can find out more about you. So you can bring a portfolio if you have one. This can be digital or it can be a physical portfolio. Or if you haven't got a body of work and you've done more academic subjects, then just bring something that kind of represents you. So it might be a blog that you might have started. It might be your Instagram, your personal Instagram that we can look at. It might be a review of some exhibitions that you've been to see. So it doesn't matter if you haven't done creative subjects at your previous institution. We just want to meet you. We want to see what you are, what your interests are, and what your viewpoints are. So we interview everyone and look forward to seeing and meeting you in person. So that's us. Follow us on Instagram, and also if you get a chance, have a look at the Pixel one so you can see what we've just done with that last week. And we're going to have a look at the lookbook in a second. So that literally has just been showcased at Graduate Fashion Week, literally last week. So you can have a look at the Year 3's work, just have a peruse through their work. Yeah, so this is some of the Year 3's work. Please, if there's anyone that you like the look at them, because obviously this is just a quick lookbook, but look at their name, look them up on Instagram, because they're then promoting themselves quite strategically. This is Megan on the left, who was a nomination. Her project was if I can talk about it for a second because she's our nominee, was a new makeup brand called Skin. So she's created the logo, she did all the kind of consumer profiling about it, she did the packaging of it. So it's a whole kind of 360 campaign. There's James Healy on the bottom right that I've just mentioned about his spectacle range. But yeah, have a look at some of these students' work, but this is just some of the final year work that we've just showcased at Graduate Fashion Week. So in terms of some questions, I think I said about the class size, they're really around about 50 to 60 students. The course is split up in 3 days, so you come in 3 consecutive days, and we expect you to match that time as well. If you think that you're just coming in to do 3 days and then another 3 days off doing nothing, that's not the case. The workload is intense. It is a degree, it's not an A-level, it's a degree, and we work really hard. I guess the difference, we get asked questions sometimes about the difference between us and FBBM. I think our course is, although your ideas are based in solid research and statistics and market analysis, that has to be primary research. Once you have that idea and you've got that research and you've got that good grounding, then your creative outlets are then up to you how you want to kind of take those ideas on. So I would say that's slightly different from the FBBM degree course that we have. Yeah, I think that's probably our presentation. We're a really great course. We really are a great team who are very passionate about your education. I would like to just finish by saying that our course unique selling point is that we know all of our students by name. We really care about them. You're not just a number, compared to other degree courses that I know I've worked on in the past. And we are really proud of the education that we provide here and are really passionate about what you can achieve while you're here for your 3 years. Thank you for joining us for this webinar.